Oh my god, what the hell is that thing? Minecraft Dungeons is Mojang's rendition of a classic dungeon crawler set in the Minecraft universe. Using the Unreal 4 engine, Minecraft Dungeon presents itself in a new light that Minecraft can't even come close to looking like. What does this button do? Ah! Ah! There are 14 levels the player can explore, 10 base levels and 4 secret levels. Throughout these levels, the player faces off against hordes of already known mobs and some creatures you have never seen before. Some of the new mobs include the Wraith, Skeleton Vanguard, Summoner, and Enchanter. While traversing the levels, new and unique items can be picked up from chests or after killing some mobs. The items are split into 4 categories: melee, armor, ranged, and artifact. For example, items that can be in the categories can be a hammer, a robe, a longbow, and a firework arrow. With these items, there are new enchantments that can greatly increase the usefulness of the weapons, of the items. New mobs, items, and enchantments are cool and all, but what if they were in normal Minecraft? Okay, let's start off with my favorite mob from Dungeons. The Redstone Golem is first found in the redstone mines and is seen ever since. The Redstone Golem has 2 attacks, swinging one of its arms to deal damage and knockback to the player, and laying down mines that the player can accidentally step in to cause immense damage. The Redstone Golem would work to be a great semi-boss in Minecraft. Deep down in the mountains of the extreme hills, the Redstone Golem can be seen found in its large cavern filled with redstone ore waiting for the next unsuspecting miner. A more simple enemy that can be added is the Enchanter. The Enchanter is a support mob that will enchant nearby mobs, which makes them stronger and tougher to kill. When approaching an enchanted hostile, the plan is usually to avoid it, find and kill the Enchanter, then go back and kill the hostile mob that is now unenchanted. In Minecraft, the Enchanter would be found in the woodland mansions helping the evokers and illagers. They would also spawn on higher level raids and coincide with the witches that are already supporting the pillage. The Enchanter would have beams like guardians connecting them with mobs they are enchanting. The enchanted mob would slightly grow roughly the size of a zombie to a husk and glow like an enchanted item. The Summoner is first found in the Desert Temple where he summons zombies and shoots blue cubes to attack the player. Just like in Dungeons, the Summoner would spawn in the Desert Temple. At the moment though, there's not enough room in Desert Temples to have a giant enemy that spawns even more mobs. The Desert Temple needs a rework. There's only been one major change to the Desert Temple since the release in 1.3, changing the wool out for terracotta. Desert Temples have always been an easy early game way to get some of the most valuable ores out of its chests. But let's change that and make Desert Temples something you'll save for later. The infamous TNT trap has done some harm in the past, but everyone knows about it now, and it's just a great way to get some free TNT. The bottom of the Desert Temple should be transformed into a trap-filled maze. This maze would have 4 scattered chests around it, but don't get too comfortable. All the chests are guarded by a summoner. These summoners will have the same attacks that they do in Dungeons, spawning mobs and shooting blue cubes to damage the player. But the summoner would also give the players in the maze mining fatigue, so they're not capable of destroying the maze to find the chests. Just like how the Elder Guardian stops players from destroying the monument. The Mushroom Monstrosity is a boss found in the secret level Moo. The Mushroom Monstrosity has 3 attacks, swinging one of its arms to deal damage and knockback to the player, it summons mushrooms, and it shoots mushroom fireballs. In Minecraft, the Mushroom Monstrosity would be found on most mushroom islands. The Mushroom Island is one of the best biomes in Minecraft because of its unique property of not spawning hostile mobs, and its very green grass. With the Mushroom Monstrosity there, the Mushroom Island would be earned by killing the monstrosity. The Mushroom Monstrosity would continuously spawn mushrooms when the player is further away. Don't wait too long to kill it though, the monstrosity fireballs will slowly destroy the island every time it shoots at you. There are tons of new and exciting items in Minecraft dungeons. Not all have their place in Minecraft though. With new weapons and items, they all have to have their place and uniqueness to stand out and not be forgotten. For example, two items that are in Minecraft that are very similar to already added weapons are the trident and crossbow. The trident is very unique with its ability to be a melee and still be thrown, and enchantments that can only be on a trident. The crossbow is able to store an arrow inside of the item itself and have enchants that can only be on a crossbow. A melee item that can be added is daggers. Daggers would have a crafting recipe that look like this, so that it's as expensive as a sword. The dagger would use both hands to hold and disable the player from using the offhand slot. The dagger would be a weak weapon, but it has a much lower cooldown time compared to other weapons. People like me use their offhand slot to store food, but with no offhand slot, the dagger would have to have a new enchant called leeching. Leeching heals the player whenever they kill a mob. Using daggers or using a sword would be a difference in playstyle. The ranged weapon that can be added is the mechanical bow. In Minecraft dungeons, the only mechanical bow is the mechanical short bow, but in Minecraft, the ranged weapon should be just a variant of the default weapon. The mechanical bow would have a new enchant, Ricochet. Ricochet is very similar to the enchantment Piercing, but Ricochet bounces between mobs that are close to the first mob it hits. The mechanical bow would be more powerful than the wooden bow, but the mechanical bow lacks the option to be enchanted with power. A wooden bow with a high power level would have greater damage than the mechanical bow. The mechanical bow would be used to clear out groups of mobs, while the wooden bow is used to pick off mobs one by one. A piece of armor that can be added is the hunter's armor. This armor would not be as strong as the traditional armor, but it will increase the damage of the bow when worn. Hunter's armor can also have deflect as its unique enchantment, which has a chance to bounce back arrows from mobs or players. And it increases the chance based on the enchantment level. Having deflect on the armor though, thorns is not going to be capable with the hunter's armor. Deflect is a great alternative to using the shield. The way I'd say to get the hunter's armor is unlocking the last trade in the leather worker so they're not as useless. Okay, we got the leather worker's final trades. Let's see what we got. What the hell? The artifact that can be in the game is the corrupted beacon. In Minecraft, the corrupted beacon would be an extreme endgame item that is super powerful. I propose the way to get the corrupted beacon is to put a beacon on top of a tier 1 or 3x3 netherite beacon base. This will change it to the corrupted beacon, which you can now mine and pick up. This powerful item will be able to mow down a large group of enemies in a single swoop, but the corrupted beacon will lose durability when used. I think the way to charge the item back to its full strength is by crafting it with a nether star. I told you it was endgame. It's also the end of the video. If there's enough content in the DLC updates, I'd like to make another video talking about how Minecraft dungeons can improve the jungle and snowy biomes in Minecraft. Sorry this video wasn't out sooner. I usually post every 3 to 4 days, but it's been like 8 days because just alone the Redstone Golem, like that whole animation thing that I made, took about 3 days to make because I had to make the Redstone Golem because no one made a Redstone Golem model yet, and I also have no clue how to rig. So I spent a whole day trying to make the joints and all the bones and stuff, and I made no progress in one day. It was really bad, but hopefully you like that 14-second animation that took 9.5 hours to render. So bye bye.